action, satisfaction. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what's happening. It's Shar on the mic, and Sunshine is here too. Let me tell you what we not about to do. We not about to play games on this podcast. Let me tell you, you better subscribe fast, cause I'm on the mic, and you know I'm really hyping. No, I am not a dyke. I know I have nothing to write.
This was just gonna
All right, okay, we gonna throw that. We gonna
because at Mike and Ike, there's a lot of stuff
Mike
you could
and
throw
Ike?
in there.
Mike and Ike. All right,
Mikey,
you go.
Mike.
You want to try?
Nah,
You should try Sunshine.
I will embarrass myself
Okay.
and my ancestors and my future kids.
You think I could rap?
I think not freestyle, but if you sit down and write, yeah, I think you can.
I was on the plane with the Wayne. Hi guys, it's your girl Shar,
And I'm Sana.
and welcome back to
Night School.
It's actually nighttime right now, so we're legit.
Literally nighttime.
Yes, it's night. What time is it, Sunshine? Let them know.
10 to the 3 to the 0, I believe.
10.
10, 12. I'm close.
It's
18 minutes
10, 12.
off, but that's still the same thing.
Wow, you're good at math because I would have never guessed that. But we are so happy to have you guys here
Yes.
on today. On tonight.
On tonight.
Because we have a lot of things that we want to discuss, and we just want to let you guys know that we're here and we're being consistent. Amen. Power to the people.
To the people, for the people.
Yes. What have you been up to this week, Sunshine?
So this week, I'm just preparing for another class.
Say it with some heightness.
Another lash
You started from the bottom,
class.
and now you here, black woman.
Yeah, so I'm preparing for that this week. So
Let
it's
them
like
know
a
what
lot
it is. A
going
lash
on.
class. Let them know.
It's just a lash class. So I'm teaching them how to do
It's
lashes.
not just a lash class. I'm gonna correct you there. It's a popping lash class.
All right, so it's a 2-day course where they learn. You know who I sound like? Pearl. But they learn. You know him?
I know you talking about.
I'm not the one. I'm not the tool. Yeah. But it's a 2-day lash class. And for 2 days, I teach them how to do lashes, volume sets, hybrids, double stacks, all that good stuff.
Period.
Yeah. So I'm just
Yeah,
prepared for
and
that.
we get food from Graham Catering.
Graham sis.
Graham.
Get it? No, it's Graham.
It's Graham.
It's Graham.
You gotta. Okay, you breaking it up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Graham Catering
Mm-hmm.
with the fire food. If we gonna put that right here as a black business that y'all need
The
to
best
support.
food. Like if you need somebody to cater and you need like he's not just gonna make you lick your fingers. He's gonna make you like lick your skin off.
Okay, you gonna be through.
Pull the whole thing
Your
off.
whole
So
nail
you gotta
is gonna
just
be done.
Careful when ordering. Like you gotta keep that into consideration. But he's really good.
Right,
He's
seasoning is on point.
He's
right,
amazing.
but that's good that you're doing a lash class. You're
Yeah.
empowering some more black women.
Right to start.
Even
I mean,
if they're
this
not
could-
black, but
But this could be a stepping stone to
Yeah.
entrepreneurship. Like even if they don't stick to this can be a stepping stone. Because I'm not gonna be lashing all my life either.
facts.
You feel me? But this was definitely a stepping stone in helping me.
to get to the
Branch
next
out,
level.
right.
Yes,
So-
and that's great because I want to ask you: did you ever see yourself teaching a lash class?
That's
or
crazy. When I started, nah. When I took a class, I never was. When I first took the class, I never
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'm a teach. Like, I was like, I'm gonna just do it as a side hustle.
right?
But now, yeah,
She want to make that bread.
Yeah,
she's
I'm making more money.
She's expanding and she's making that bread. So I'm very proud of
Yeah.
you on that.
Thanks, sis.
And make sure y'all sign up if y'all in the area or if y'all not in the area because sis is going places and sis is flying out. Okay, period. So that's what she's preparing for this week.
What are you up to?
What am I up to? I'm up to doing homework.
I know.
I know,
sis.
right?
You trooping.
That's pretty much what I'm up to. I'm adjusting to my new life and I'm enjoying it. Okay. I'm enjoying it. Something good that happened this week. We did the Connect track. That was
I'm
something
like, what?
interesting that happened this week. It was so much
Yes,
fun. I loved it.
was.
It made me even feel comfortable.
More
about-
comfortable, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's just so great because, like, well, they don't know what Connect Track
Yeah.
is, so shall we?
Yeah, you can explain to them.
Yeah, so Connect Track is pretty much all right, you explain it. 'Cause
Okay. All right. But it's not, we don't want to say
Okay.
it's like,
how
oh,
do I
how
explain it?
do we explain it? It's like you getting to know the history of the church that you're joining,
right, and what they
learning
stand
what
for.
they stand for.
Mhm.
And it's a 4-week course, but it's
Mhm.
actually very informative. And I
Mhm.
love the whole idea of it because I feel like before I was just thrown into a church and I had no idea what I was signing up for. This time I have absolutely no excuses. I know exactly what I'm signing up for. I know what I'm
Right.
getting into. And it actually made me do some deeper thinking on my relationship with God and what it is that he requires from me
Right.
and what my role is in the church, and not to
Right,
put the whole
right.
burden on the pastor, but to do my part,
Right.
because pastor can't do everything. And it really checked me because sometimes you expect the pastor to be
To do
doing
everything, right.
You want him to call you
They're
when you
literally
sick.
one person, just as you're
Right.
one person.
Exactly.
And so the same way where I be getting like overwhelmed with all the stuff I be having to do, like I be
Right.
bruh, like I just be losing it. I can't
Just be
imagine.
losing it.
That's why I say I understand why God did not give me the gift of pastoring. Because if it's one thing I'm gonna do is chill. And if I see somebody,
the congregation gonna go down. They're gonna be calling Sunshine. I'm in the hospital. You ain't come see me, Sunshine. Gonna be
Where's
like,
your
who is you
mother?
calling on my phone, beloved? Get off my phone.
Like, that's why I know God did not give me that gift of pastoring, because I just don't have the grace for that field.
Okay,
in
that's
that
a good
field.
word for it. You don't have the
Right.
grace.
Yeah, I mean, I love people. I do. I really love people. I just don't. I just as a pastor, your boundaries has to be a little.
What do you mean?
So if somebody call you right now, pastor, I need prayer. Like, that's gonna get me tight because I want to sleep. You feel me? And granted.
You being honest though.
No, I'm being real.
God
I
works
don't
with your
mind.
honesty.
I don't mind doing that, right? I don't mind if
Yeah.
somebody like, yo, Sunshine, oh, call me midnight. Sunshine, I have to pray. Every day, though? No.
All right. I think I'll be a pastor with business hours. Don't call me after 10.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You got to be available.
If it's an emergency, leave
that's what
a
I'm
voice note
saying.
and let the angels of heaven intercede on your behalf.
Available.
Okay.
You have to be available.
And that's why I grant a lot of grace to pastors. Like, I'm not one that will sit here and bash a pastor because as I am human, they are human too. They make mistakes as well. However, some mistakes, as it relates, I won't get into that for this podcast, but there's some mistakes that I just can't accept from a pastor. One being cheating. You can't be a pastor and cheating. That stuff don't make sense.
What
to
about
me.
a deacon and cheating?
Deacon and cheating, all that stuff. You cannot be in a position and doing that stuff because it just sets a bad example for the church. Like, that's why that dude from Hillsong, I'm not judging or getting off topic, but that dude from Hillsong, what's his name? I forgot his name because I mean he disappeared. Like, you don't hear.
I don't know who he
Justin
is.
Bieber pastor.
Okay.
What is his name?
Is he from Hillsong? I don't think he's
from Hillsong Church. Yes.
Oh,
that's his branch church.
Right.
They cut the check off because he was
where
cheating.
He at?
You cannot be in that position talking about holy. Like, if you have demons that you're dealing with. Yeah, Pastor Carl Lewis.
I don't remember, but he's something.
Carl Lenz. Yes, that's his name. Yeah, you can't be in some positions. I just feel like you extend grace to people, but I feel like that's why God says get your house in order, then you come, focus on the church business, because people will look at you like, how are you telling me this, but you
doing that?
You out here how you gonna counsel me on my marriage when you stepped out on your
right?
I don't want to hear it. I'm not saying that that's how everybody is, because granted, marriages can be restored. However, Pastor, keep your thing in your pants because the church people ain't going. You said I'm wildin'. That's how they be. They be like, you said I'm wildin'. Yeah, bank manager can't be a thief.
Right.
All right.
Right.
You can't be a nail taking your nails not done.
Right. Yeah, but listen, I'm a lash check, and girl, I be looking ragged.
Yeah, but that's just. But you get what I'm saying, Sunshine. You know I'm not dragging it. But the point is, pastors, we extend grace to you, and just like how we extend grace to you, God also extends grace to you as well. Amen. So don't feel no type of way if you a pastor and you cheating, but you know that you cheating. Just get your life together so that we don't have to judge you. Amen. All right, so we have some topics to talk about today. Sorry for going off on a tangent, guys. Hot topics. Didn't we say that we were gonna ask like what would you do question in the beginning? We did say that we were gonna do a what would you do in this situation. But what is one that you have, Sunshine? What would you do?
What would I do? Oh, I got one.
She got one. All right, so we have a segment called Room
101.
101, and you're with the guidance counselor, Miss
Yes.
Donegan.
Mrs. All right.
Donegan. Sorry, I gotta get used to that.
Get used to that.
And
Mrs. Campbell.
yes, and welcome to our room. Everything here is confidential, okay?
Right.
So sit down and spill. We're gonna spill. What would you do? Come on, Sunshine.
All right, so this is the story here. I'm gonna paraphrase it because I kind of have it stuck in my noggin.
Okay.
Because it really stuck to me. So this young lady has been with her boyfriend for 5 years.
5 years.
They have a 4-year-old daughter together. He has been taking care of, all of them pretty much. She works and stuff, but he does like a lot of he handles the majority of the finances.
Okay.
I bet. So
She said, I bet.
she went on a business trip out of the country.
Yes.
And her boyfriend has been sleeping with her best friend.
Okay.
Now, she got back and a lot of people have been texting her, hey, I see your husband with your best friend. They both was denying it. Like, no, that's not me. That's not what's happening. That's a lie.
Okay.
We were just together.
So it was caught slipping.
Right.
We're not judging you though.
We're not judging you. Okay. So we just trying to,
understand the situation. All right.
So they got caught slipping.
Okay.
The best friend, however, every picture that she took with the guy, she's uploading on Snapchat, Instagram, WhatsApp messages and stuff like that. So now she's seen it everywhere.
Okay.
Right? Now everybody knows what happened.
All right.
She wants to know, what do I do, being that we have been together for 5 years,
5 years,
have a kid together. He's a good guy, but he crossed the line. What do you do?
Okay.
do?
We're going to give this girl a name, Shaquasia. Yeah, that sounded like a Shaquasia to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Honey, first of all, let me tell you. Honey, if you're going to cut your best friend off, you have to consider cut. I just personally feel, because I'm trying to imagine this whole situation playing out because you're my best friend and I just can't imagine.
I don't even want to think about that.
I can't even imagine it because
Good Lord.
He crossed more than a line. He crossed more than...
He crossed the border. Trump border was not even thick enough. He crossed a thick border.
He crossed it.
Thicker than Trump border.
And to be honest with you, I just feel like if she's willing to work it out with him, she's going to have to accept the fact that this is a possibility there's a possibility that it might happen again. Do you have the stomach to deal with the fact that he slept with your best friend? Because one thing about cheating, if a man cheats on you and you forgive him, or anybody,
you will never forget.
You will never forget it, but you cannot stomp on their neck if you decide to take them back. I'm just going to be
right.
clear.
You can't put in remember you cheated.
If you feel like you could start over at zero and literally give them the love of Jesus, that's how I'm trying to figure it. That's how I'm trying to explain it.
Right.
If you see how we sin and God forgives us, if you could literally wipe it clean, go to counseling and do all that, yeah, go and do it. But if you know that this has hurt you deeply, you go see a therapist and you just can't seem to get over it, baby, it's time to move on. And I would like to say that the best friend is not your best friend. Your best friend was plotting from the jump. I'm going to tell you one thing for certain. If somebody is your best friend and they not your best friend no more, they was hating on you from the jump sometimes. That's really how it is. Period. Yeah. No, Pooh, what you think? What should we tell Shaquasia right now?
First of all, I will cut that best friend off.
Period.
I'll forgive, but you will no longer be my. Because then I can't trust you. Period.
If
I can't trust you around my man, I can't trust you around nothing. I can't trust you around my bag. I can't trust you around my kids. I can't trust you around my sandwich. I can't trust you around nothing. So they're just gotta.
These are the people that will poison you for real in real life. Bad mind. That's what Force 48 vibes.
Will drop a couple of powders in your water. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you gotta. And the thing is, you don't want to keep looking over your shoulder when you're with this friend, right?
Yeah.
So if they were able to cross that line, leave them on that other side and you move on. Now, when it comes to your boyfriend or fiance or whatever he is.
That's not her husband?
No.
Okay, hold on.
No.
Bye.
Sis, you didn't hear? I said boyfriend.
Bye. You ain't my husband. We've been together 5 years. You ain't married me yet. After we have a
I
kid
said
together.
it's the boyfriend.
You don't want. All right. I don't mean to cut
It's
you
the
off.
it's the boyfriend.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, I'm still going to. I don't even want to tell.
Just a boyfriend?
Yes, it's a boyfriend.
For 5 years? What are we
For
doing?
me, I feel like one, she needs to get counseling by herself first.
Yes, she definitely does.
Then, if she would like, because that is the father of her child, they need to have a mutual relationship. They need to have a healthy, stable relationship in order to positively raise their child together.
Ooh, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What if he ends up marrying the best friend? And
Oh, that is hot.
oh, that would be
And then
some
she's the stepmother.
Ooh, that would be some grimy junk. I'm telling you. It goes way deeper than this, though.
She needs to get therapy. She needs Jesus. She needs therapy. And she needs to move on. Because one thing that I never want to do, I hear that, with the grace of Jesus. If that's my husband, then yeah.
I thought it was her husband. That's why I said it, girl. Scratch whatever. That's why I said that's her boyfriend.
I said boyfriend.
I'm here talking about husband.
No. And sometimes they got these husbands of today that still be acting like boyfriends. So they get to be treated like boyfriends. Okay? You cheat on me once.
Slide them divorce papers under the door.
Bye-bye.
I couldn't do it. I'm
sorry. The Bible don't really give you a little give you a what they call that a list? A pamphlet or when it comes to marriage.
Yeah.
What Jesus did say though.
Yeah, what he did say
is if he cheats.
If she cheats,
you can be bounced. So with that being said, sis, you can be bounced.
I'm on my new. I'm checking my dues.
Do you know that there were 613 commandments, right?
Oh, come on.
There were only 4 pertaining to marriage.
Whoa. Teach us.
4.
Prophet?
No.
but
there was only 5.
But guess what? This girl is not even married.
You got to go.
You got to go. Let me tell you.
With a best friend, though? All right. I don't want to say, oh, if he did it with a stranger, then that would have, but it would have been a little bit, but you cut deep when you sleep with a best friend.
Yeah, she know all my business. So she probably told you everything that, all of my deepest, darkest, whatever.
She was probably ranting about him to her.
And and these be the people that love when you go to them with your problems and be like,
because they secretly plotting your defeat. Like
that's why
they're like, they got problems. Perfect
Sunshine,
time to come
let's
in.
talk about that. Me and Sunshine and I, let me tell you Shaquasia, because she's sitting in room 101. Let me tell you, Sunshine and I, we are best friends, but there's certain boundaries that we have in place.
Absolutely.
Because that's just how every relationship that you have should have boundaries. Because then if you don't have boundaries, things are gonna get real nasty and ugly. And I was telling Sunshine, it's weird, but I've never hugged Denton. It's like this. And it's not because I think something's going to happen. It's just that I have boundaries. I have respect for my best friend.
Right.
I would never be calling your man in the nighttime like, hey, what's up? What you doing?
Right. Honestly, like what?
And Denton and we have been friends for a long time.
Right. And that's the same with Carrot. Like there is me and Carrot, like, I'll talk to Carrot and everything. Like, Carrot's a cool dude. Like we can have a conversation. Right. But as your husband, like I'm not crossing any lines that will make you be like, whoa, Sonny, like that was a little bit too what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. These trifling people that you calling your best friend, let's start there. These trifling people that be calling your best friend but still be plotting on you. I'm gonna get real Brooklyn, like the lady
Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn. Biggie.
She said ISIS. If you come here, I'm from Brownsville.
We gonna find you. Brownsville, so let's talk about it. Let me tell you something. You be having these people that y'all be swearing is y'all friends, but let me tell you, they be plotting on you, they be snitching on you, they be talking
How
bad
can
about
you identify a friend?
Let me tell you,
what are the toxic traits? What are the traits of a toxic friend?
They always want to be on your body. Everything that you doing, they want to do. That's weird.
Not even that. It's not even just anything that you want to do, they want to do. But when they make comments like one uppity comments, like for example, like, oh my God, I just got my nails on too. I'm gonna get my nails. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like they try to up
your nails. 40. Oh, my man paid $150 for it.
Right. Yeah, you gotta cut. You gotta
take away yourself. Cut them off.
Cut them. You have to. Honestly.
Pow. Let me tell you. I could go on and on about this because I had every type of fake friend. Let me tell you one type of friend that I had for mad long, but she
The
was always talking about
non-support-
herself. Always, she never asked me how I'm doing. No cap.
Or when you talk about yourself, they zone out.
They be like, they be like this, going with the wind.
Don't know what.
Sunshine,
Don't got nothing
let's
to
do an
say.
example. All right, I'm gonna be the
All
one
right.
that talk about myself all the time. All right, and then you talk about say one thing.
All
And
right.
then
All right. Go ahead.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Yeah, so let me tell you, my man or whatever, he had got me tight because he took me shopping or whatever, and he didn't get me the Gucci bag that I wanted, but he then ended up getting me a bigger Gucci bag and a Coach bag. And then my grandpa flew out to Florida to go to the Gucci store and get all of that Gucci bag or whatever that I wanted or whatever. But you know, it is what it is.
I really do hope he gets you that Gucci bag. But I meant to tell you, like, you know, you talking about your grandpa. Like, I just lost my grandpa like 2 days ago.
Yeah, but anyway, my Gucci bag cost $500. You said
Yeah, that's a no.
Yeah. That's you have one of them? I'm telling
That's
you.
a no. You gotta identify those kind of people.
She
And it
didn't
may
even
not
say-
even be this scenario,
Yeah.
right? But it can be any conversation
it could be if it's not reciprocated,
yeah.
baby, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had a friend, she always was asking me, hey. You would have thought she was Hip Hop Harry. Like, hey, guy, like just always saying, hey, never ask me how I'm doing. Always giving me the bad end of the stick. Who snacks? It was me. And I was doing everything for this girl. And then it's just like, at this point, I just had to take with myself and cut, like just set boundaries. Because now you think I'm stupid. You never ask me how I'm doing. And you don't care how I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm at the back up. Okay, I'm at the back up. Like, but that's where we're gonna start with Shaquasia. Them trifling friends. You have to recognize these traits from the jump. I'm actually reading this book, How to Talk to Strangers, and it talks about how how humans go to truth default theory, which is basically we always automatically assume that people are telling us the truth.
Yeah.
We don't go and we don't meet a stranger first and say, We never start at 0. We always start at 100. Then it goes
Dwindles
down. Why we can't start at 0? Why we can't say? I was telling Carrie, why we can't be like, oh, like say I'm in Starbucks and a girl come up to me like, hey, I really want to be your friend. Why can't I ask her why you want to be my friend? That might sound rude, but I'm really genuinely asking you for my safety. What if you want to be my friend so you could take me to the back and cut me up like and eat me for dinner?
Right.
Why we?
Yeah, you gotta be careful too, cause I had this girl. I ain't even gonna hold you. She wrote me on Instagram. She wrote me like
Sunshine with these.
she wrote me 6 months ago.
Oh, did you?
And she said, "Hey, what's your name?" I'm like, mind you, my name is on my Instagram, which I was very confused about because, like, how do you not see the name when you click on my page, right? So, she's like, "Oh, you're I see you're from New York.
Okay.
Do you want to be friends?"
Oh no,
girl.
Did you answer?
I put, you know, what I really love about Instagram is you can unread the message.
Woo! Just like that.
Girl, she been sitting in that message for 7 whole months.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you end up in some strange man vehicle.
Hello, taking my kidneys and everything.
And sewing you
Because I
up
said yes,
like
I could be your friend.
like,
Man,
such-
I'm fine where I am. I'm sorry. Doesn't be calling me a lame, but I'm sorry. Nobody gonna be selling my heart and my kidney for $6.99. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
You gotta protect yourself, queen.
I'm
you
not
is
doing it.
valuable in these streets.
Nah.
You can't be acting like
Violent.
you a bag from the 99-cent store. You was top shelf. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't doing
you was
it.
top shelf. Like people gotta go through somebody to get to you. You can't just go in a Louis store and grab a bag and get it off the shelf. No, you gotta talk to somebody first to get to me.
Period.
And I'm gonna talk to Jesus before I get to you because I'm really trying to figure out your motives
Yeah,
and intention.
I don't be. Yeah.
So
And
that's where
females be
Shaquasia messed up at
weird
the-
these days.
Yeah.
Like they be weird. They some weird. I don't really do females like that. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I ain't even gonna hold
Like,
you either. My man, my
they-
best friend. How about that?
I can't
Sunshine,
do that.
My man. That's it.
Like some females, they just be too. It be too much going on.
Yeah,
with,
and it's too much secret competition.
Yeah, like I
Like,
be
why
scared.
can't
I
we-
don't want to say be scared, but like I just try to be safe because I just can't take the.
Look, Sunshine and I haven't been in like drama. Like in high school, it was only one time I was in drama, and I told you about that. That was the when they put me on the thigh list, whatever.
Yeah.
And Sunshine came to my rescue and defended me. She was like, I know, Sharlene.
They put Char in like top 10, bro. Mind you, Char, I don't even know how they got Shorty in top 10.
Right? My
And
virgin.
Shawty just came to Harlem, bro. This is her.
I really just.
She
But the
just
people
came
I was
to
hanging
Harlem.
around with
Was top 10.
They was top 10.
Yeah,
but
they
I
was
didn't
top
know
10
that.
thotties.
That's what I'm saying. I started at 100. You can learn from
Yeah.
me. Before me getting to know their history, like, hey, what you be doing on the weekends? You know how much activity you have going on down in them parts. Because had I known, I would have been a friend.
Yeah.
But that was the only drama that I really been in, and that was pretty much it in high school.
Yeah, I think that was
Sunshine
it.
and I really have not been doing drama, and we never do drama.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I was just saying that to somebody. I said, yo, I just realized. I was talking to the senior, and I was like, yo, I just realized, like, all my life, I never had a lot of friends because I just didn't want
the drama.
I literally had people come, not just because my mother was strict, but I literally had people come into my door like, you want to play double dutch? And I'm like, bro, it's 9:30. Like, go in your house.
Yo.
What are you doing outside ringing my bell?
Right.
And mind you, they calling my phone, and I'm 13, like looking at my phone, like they violent. Where's your mother?
Yeah, stay in your crib.
I can't do the too much girls,
Too much
and they
friend.
were like the popular girls, like like you know them extra. And I just couldn't. I used to walk home by myself because I just can't do the.
Right. You can't do the crowd
I
thing.
can't.
And it's like, where are they now? We're not even gonna get there. But these women really be
And right, where they now, not just the women, but Maurice. Don't forget, I remember you.
Maurice.
I remember you.
We gonna run.
We gonna run. Put that clip in.
For those of you who don't know Maurice.
Maurice has a receding hairline with a patch in the middle.
We looking for you, Momo.
He is stressed.
We looking for you, Momo.
You should have never cut on my champion sneakers.
Because
I feel like that's you hear this thing called karma. It always comes back. It went right to his head, like
right in the middle. The karma said, "Pow!" I'm taking
that patch
straight from the follicle. You know when it come from the follicle. When it come from the follicle, it don't grow back. Maurice,
it's gone. I don't remember. I don't forget that.
But when I see you, I'ma know you,
bro.
But because
you don't ever. That's what I'm gonna tell my kids. Don't ever make fun of anybody because you don't know what your hairline's gonna look like in 10 years.
You don't know what.
you
don't know where.
You don't know.
Right. Exactly.
Be nice.
You know what I'm saying? You could be making fun of somebody because of the way they walk. 2 years from now, your foot's cut off.
You never
You gotta be humble, okay? But Momo, we looking for you. Period.
Always.
Okay. I feel like honestly, that's where Shaquasia went wrong by not identifying the part of this friend that was probably shiesty and shady because she started at 100.
They were showing that.
No, but I look back on all the friends that I've lost and I could say, wow. You not ever go back and
say.
But
you see, that's the thing. She probably wasn't identifying that in that moment. She may identify it after.
But that's the truth default theory that I think his name is, he's a psychiatrist or something or psychologist. I don't remember, but his name is Levine. That's his theory. He was telling us that we as humans, we really have a hard time figuring out when people are lying to us. And why is that? Like over the years, like we have advanced in so many things, but we cannot figure out when somebody is being deceitful. We cannot study their mannerisms, the way they talk with their hands and like question it.
Yes.
Do your research.
Yes.
You
got to look at body language and everything. That's why I be trying to watch Ayanla because she be really coming with the scoop. Like the way that she's able to read people, like I be taking some of her scoops, like watching people body languages, their tone of voice, comments that they say, they stand off ish. Like when people are like this, they're closed off. Like this is a sign. Like if you're talking to somebody and they're like this, depending on the conversation that you're having, this is signifying like closed.
Yeah, I don't.
They're not receiving what you're saying.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or it can signify that they don't care what you're saying. They want to get their point across. So they're close to what you're saying. They're just thinking about what they're saying.
Exactly.
This is signs, and I mean, I be trying to study all of this stuff.
You're doing the research. You're taking that time out. That's why I say I'm gonna read more books. I'm gonna learn how to speak better so that I can identify these things.
Yeah,
because
it's very important.
It's just not cool for me to be walking around like they said. The only time humans the only time humans go back and think is when they have been pushed over the edge. that's when they start having
When it was
boundaries.
too late.
So now Shaquasia probably won't let this happen to her again because she experienced it from her friend.
Right.
So she gets a new friend. Her boundaries will already be
Right.
up. But why do we have to
Right.
have boundaries up? Or why does something tragic have to happen to us for us to?
Yeah, because you don't
know?
expect that the people that you are like willingly
why?
accepting in your life
These
is
are
going
strangers.
to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
But
They're strangers because at one point you were a stranger to me. You
right.
understand what I'm saying? But we've built a relationship. If somebody's a stranger to you, you have to test their actions and see how they are, and ultimately,
I think sometimes we just automatically assume that if we are like on a wavelength, that person is automatically on that wavelength.
yeah,
Like if you're a genuine person and you're talking to somebody, you automatically feel like that person is genuine too.
yeah. But that's a bad way to go through life, because that's how you get hurt. That's how people get killed. That's how people get violated.
Yeah.
Because you cannot assume in this life that people are telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Someone could be talking to you and they snatch your card the next minute. You're gonna be like, wait, but we was having a great conversation. But why did you trust him while you guys were talking? That's why I be so New York on the street. You feel me? Because ain't nobody finna clip me out here in these streets, period. So that's where Shaquasia went wrong. And as she went, the same thing for her friend is the same thing for her dude. He could be a great father. Amanda Seals has said it. You could have people who are great in one area or in 2 areas, 3 areas, 4 areas, but if they are not great to you, you cannot overlook that. You can't be like, oh wow, they're so great. They have so much potential.
They're a
they
great
could do
father,
this.
but even though he beat me and stuff, because he a great father, I'ma just keep.
You can't overlook that stuff. Somebody show me or show you or show
believe them.
Show you who they are. You better believe them. If they snaked you out once, they could snake you out again.
Believe them.
All right. Period.
That's a fact.
So Shaquasia, you got anything else to say to sis?
What I would
give
say
her tissue
is,
first of all, because
go
sis
on,
is
girl,
crying. We read her to dust
on,
just
girl,
now.
Go on, girl. That's Neo. Or you could play "You Look So Dumb Right Now." She better get that Mary J. playlist, Mary J. Blige playlist
outside my house. Throw his stuff out, girl, one by one. Hey, trying to apologize. Go. Make sure he's so ugly when he cries.
Please.
Just cut it out.
Big purr.
Period. Okay.
Purr.
Yeah,
you gotta go.
You gotta go. So I just think she should cut both of them off, but definitely find healing.
Even though it's gonna be difficult because that's 5 years that you invested.
And you
that's
have a child
that's in there as well.
But and also
you gotta figure out if that's gonna outweigh your peace.
Yeah,
your mental health and your stability.
It's more important.
If it's going to outweigh that, baby, you gotta go.
You gotta go. And I feel like more than likely she's gonna have to go. Just go. You know what I'm saying? Because in these toxic situations, it's better to leave than to end up on the first 48.
Yeah.
I always say first 48 because that's my biggest fear. Don't end up on the first 48 because you are in a toxic relationship and you continue to hide. You continue to put maybe God and use that as an excuse, use the past times as an excuse. On a bigger note, focus on yourself, queen.
Period.
Focus on growing your hair. You need your lashes done? Go to Sunshine.
Focus on
focus on building yourself up,
Moisturizing your
Shaquasia.
hair, your scalp.
Yeah, make sure you and your daughter good. You know what I'm saying? And don't ever feel pressure to take a family picture or anything like that, or be at these events. You don't have to be at an event with him. You don't got to do it. Don't ever compromise your peace for a family look.
That's a fact.
It would be nice
for a Christmas picture and
right?
Easter.
It would be nice for y'all to be cordial and communicate well. That's what we want for you. But on the other note, if it ain't got nothing to do with the kid, bye. Bounce. All right? So Shaquasia, here's a tissue. Sorry for holding you up in your class. I know you got to go to 6th period.
Yeah. But we going back to night school.
Yeah, we going right back to night school.
Yeah.
That was a little long. Guys, I don't know if you know, but we just got out the counseling room with Shaquasia. She was having issues. It was confidential, obviously, so we can't speak about it. But we definitely gave her some good counseling, right? Mrs.
Yes, Mrs. Donegan.
No, Mrs. Campbell.
Yes,
okay.
Mrs. Donegan.
Okay, period. So now I'm Shar, and we're back. We're gonna be talking about. We're gonna tone it down. We've been talking about what's been going on in the media, and unfortunately, as our voices are winding down and the sighs are coming in, we're just not even excited to talk about this. We're actually just tired, frustrated,
Yeah.
disgusted, disturbed, irritated, angry, just sad. I just feel like we're trying to find the right words and we don't even have
I don't
it.
think there's any right
Yeah.
words
Yeah.
for what happened. I mean, the great thing that happened is that there was justice served for George Floyd. And I wouldn't even say justice.
Yes.
I don't even want to say there was justice served. You know what I mean?
because we all saw what happened. It was straight up murder on our television.
Right.
And
But the whoever the judge came to a conclusion that this man was guilty. But then something happened literally on
like
the same
literally
day.
before
On this on
before the
same
verdict
day.
was even read. I don't know how to pronounce her name, and she's a black queen.
Micaiah.
It's Micaiah.
So on the same day that they found that police officer who took his dirty knee
The white police officer
and
Derek.
placed it on
him
George Floyd's neck and killed him.
for
That
over
same
8
exact
minutes.
day,
before the verdict was read.
another tragedy happened.
Yeah, in Ohio, and it's Micaiah Bryant, and she was a 16-year-old girl. They're saying that she was 16. But at the time, I thought she was 15 because that's what everybody was.
Right, I
putting
thought she
her.
was 15 at first as well.
Yeah, and she basically called the cops, and because people were trying to jump her in front of her house
Right,
on her property,
right,
and so she then took a knife to defend herself. We're not; these are we don't know
right.
exactly.
But
what
this
happened.
is what is going around.
Yeah,
That there were some people who came to her house
yeah,
that tried to jump her, and she took a knife
yeah,
trying to defend herself. According to one of the sources that I watched, it said that her and her sister was in the house.
Okay.
Right. Not sure if it was older or younger. They wasn't specific about that. But they were doing an interview with the owner, and they said her and her sister was in the house and a group of people came to jump them.
Yeah.
So she took a knife trying to defend herself. What would you do in that situation? Though? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She took
like
the
you're
knife.
literally scared for you. People die from getting jumped too. I don't know if you know like head trauma and all that kicking.
Putting
I got jumped before, and
locks
it's just,
in the sock. You know that one.
You lock in the sock. People can
Yeah.
still stab you and
Come on.
slice your face up and all that crazy stuff. Your hand could get broken. Like it's a lot of stuff that could go wrong getting jumped. So the first thing I would do as well is try to defend myself, whether that be
Right.
getting a bat, a knife, something that I could know like for sure that I'm not gonna end up dead at the end of this because you're on my property. But that's a whole nother story. Because I feel like as I'm putting myself in 15-year-old Char's shoes, and I was explaining to you earlier today that we had so many moments where we were in stupidity, so many moments where we were fighting over petty 15-year-old stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a time where we have to come together as a community and learn how to talk it out and do all these things and not get so angry and violent. But there's another part of this story. First of all, she was shot and killed by another white police officer who there's tasers, there's guns, but why couldn't he use the taser? There's so many questions that we're having. But my whole point is that we don't have people like us that could come in our community and de-escalate situations.
Right.
We are in communities that I'm from Brownsville, we're disenfranchised. We ain't got nothing. Okay, Brownsville is popped. These people will be in the projects forever. You know what I'm saying? Based on it's like slavery all over again, but just in a more modified way. So we need people like us who understands the way we talk, who understands why we fight or how we get angry and how we talk, so that they could come in and de-escalate the situation. You know what I'm saying?
But there are not any with stuff like that. There are not really any outlets.
Yes.
For to help people.
Yeah.
with that are struggling with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the cops who are supposed to protect and serve. First of all, I have so many issues with this. I don't like, you might think, okay, she's Christian, she should think another way, but I'm also black in America. I'm not going to be out here like, I love you, you love me. No, I work with the facts. Your character has to change. You know what I'm saying? And these are traits of white people for years. I'm not being racist here, but I'm just saying these are things that we've been seeing for
Repetitive.
years. You know what I'm saying? And granted, people could change. Not all white people are like this, but here's where I'm going with
And
this.
not all cops are like this. We
all
understand
all
that as
cops are not
well.
like this, but cops who join the force. If you join the force and you a cop and you ain't doing nothing to make a change,
Yes.
you is a part of the problem as
And
well.
not just that, but if
I
you're
don't-
standing and sitting there while
Yes. Yes.
the person
Yes.
is doing that,
Yes.
yeah, you need to be held accountable.
Yes. I will go if I'm
Where
going
is
somewhere.
the sense of moral indignity?
Yes. Sunshine. If I was a cop and I walk in and I choose to be a cop and I go in there, I'm
on.
shaking it up and I'm out.
But then honestly,
You know
they
what I'm
don't care unless
saying?
it's their own.
Right.
They don't care unless it's their own.
And I
If Derek was kneeling on one of those cops' uncle,
yes.
yeah, they would do something.
Right. Or if it
You
was
think they're gonna be like,
another
oh
cop.
yeah, just kneel on him, like that's okay.
Right.
No.
Moreover, if Micaiah was Suzanne and
Right.
and Bridget, what
Right.
would it have ended in
Of-
gunshots? It would have.
Of course not.
Right.
Of course not.
So what do you tell us? Who we were just
it
trying
wouldn't
to
have
get
ended
over
in
one
gunshots.
victory.
Because wait, remember? Let me tell you his age. I'm gonna tell you right now.
It's bad that we're like having names on the top of our heads,
I'm
which
gonna
is
tell you
crazy.
right now. I got you. So this young lady was what? 16.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. We have Dylan Roof.
Okay.
Dylan Storm Roof,
Mm-hmm.
who is now 27 years old.
Okay.
And Dylan was the individual, this little Rice Krispie right here, who went
Mayonnaise
in,
monster.
who went in the church with a nice gun to shoot up the all the black.
Yeah.
in the church.
And was it 9 individuals who lost their lives? Please save it.
How
and they
old
be
was he?
coming
This
out.
was what, in 2016?
Mm-hmm.
So right now he is, let me tell you how old he is. Oh, he's 27. That means 5 years ago he was 22. What they did for him, bought him Burger King.
Right. And escorted him out peacefully. Why not shoot him in the head? Because if anything, he deserves it. You know what I'm saying?
We have to also look at that white boy that shot up the school in Florida.
Yeah.
He was in high school, right?
Yeah.
So he was what, around that same age?
Yeah, like 18, 17. around there.
Okay, so what did they do for him?
It's like these kids are literally getting escorted out. Like just put
They're
them in a
having a whole escort.
put them in a chariot. You know what I'm saying? Ride them away with angels and cherubims, and because I'm so confused. I just feel like at this point, America is not hiding the racism. We get it, but if there are people in positions who have the power to say no, let's redo this system. Because it's obviously corrupted as it relates
They
to the
need
cops.
to.
They need proper training.
They need to throw some people out. Why are
Yeah.
they still? And this is why it's important, everyone, to not just vote for your president.
Yeah. Vote in your community.
Vote in your community, mayors, all of these people, the people in the legislative branch, every one of those, you need to be up to date when it comes to that voting days as well, not just for the president, because the people who are doing the legislative work and everything like that, they are the ones who are also making the laws for the president to sign.
And the people in your community who are working in the school systems. These are people.
Yes.
Because I even like, did you do your census? Come on. Like, these are little things that we had to do as a community, because the census is basically letting you know how much black people are in your community. And it also shows the funding that you will receive, because the census only comes every 10 years, right? So it like, did you do your census? Did you do your work so that your community can be funded properly? I just feel like we all need to be educated But in a deeper level, I personally bun fire on all cops. Like, you will never catch me talking to a cop. You'll never catch me interacting with a cop. You'll never catch me really being friendly with a cop, because I'm confused at this point. I'm scarred, and I'm not afraid to say it. Maybe I need therapy. Let me know. I'm scarred, and I cannot find. Yeah.
Right.
Unless I know them. If I know you and I meet you, fine. But then in the back of my mind, I am very uneasy. There are times when I would be dry. Like, when we was in North Carolina, it was a whole different experience.
Especially out of state.
Yes.
Those experiences are like
crazy racism. And I just don't have the time nor the patience to be dealing with it. That's why I said in New York, like, we be calling people out on their racism every day, because New York is one of them places where it's like, oh, you racist. Some white people will stick up for you. Some other, like, Asians, Indian, they'd be like, why are you talking to her like that? But in other states,
you gotta be,
please.
No, it's not.
Please, like, you're not gonna get that same treatment.
It's just so scary, because I know that as blacks, we're not safe, right? We have a harder time than a lot of races, as well as other races that are not white, Hispanics, Asians, with even the cruelty that has been happening to the Asian community, the Hispanic community, all of them. Like,
but them
we
Asians
are really
never be speaking up for us, but I'll get there one day.
We are like,
I'll be ripping everybody up. I don't care.
We are like literally like, the fight is real, and it's so scary because having black husbands.
Yes, we were just talking about it.
Like, having black husbands, bro.
Yo, Carrie be leaving me. I be like, where you at? What you doing?
Yes.
Everything okay? Like, if I hear a wind pass that's hard, I just be like, let me call him. Let me text him. Let me figure out what he's doing, because it's hard.
It's the same thing. I be calling Denton, like, calling him in the morning, calling him in the afternoon, calling him. He be like, Sonny, I'm okay. You just called me an hour ago, but I understand. But you are a black man in America.
Yeah.
Like,
and you not the high colored black. You're the black.
You the black boy.
You black. You ain't high colored. Because
you a black
you
boy.
Was black. Like,
you ain't light skinned either.
Yeah.
You black, boy.
You black.
So it's like, it's just so crazy, because then we're going to have children.
Yeah. And they're going to be black, because I'm not light skinned.
And they're going to be black.
Yeah, they're going to be black.
Like, the girls are not safe. The boys are not safe.
Like, what do we
need to have dogs at this point?
Because
the dogs are getting better treatment.
Okay. And this is my whole thing is, how are we supposed to feel? Like, I just feel, I
think, like, I'm so tired. I'm lost for words.
Yeah.
Because, like, what else do you say? Like, Martin marched for it.
Yeah.
Malcolm fought for it. Like, what else do we need to do to voice our opinion and for people to listen?
But here's where we're falling short as a community, where I feel like we could just do better. Within our circle and our colleagues, our friends, our families, we should learn to uplift one another. Because I feel like sometimes we just don't have the mindset to say, hey, you're doing better than me, but I still love you. I'm going to uplift you. And we're going to work together. Because I told Karen.
That's been happening since slavery.
Yeah. I was talking to Karen about making sure that I'm not trying to sit at the table with white people. I'll explain.
Right.
I'm trying to make it so that my people could eat.
Right.
It sounds selfish. It sounds crazy, but that's what everybody else is doing. And I'm not saying that I will not hire white people, Asians, Hispanic, Indian. What I'm saying is I'm creating a space. I'm creating a vibe
absolutely.
For my people to flourish, for my generation to be great, and for them to have tools and skills that I was not blessed with, so that they can go out into the world and be great. It would be a disservice for me to be here for as long as I'm here, and for me to not leave a legacy that my people can benefit from.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, we already are starting steps behind these folk. You know what I'm saying? So even as it relates to the police brutality, they don't even look at us as a human life that we deserve. You know what I'm saying? So I'ma just make sure my goal is not to be in front of people begging for them to see me, but I'm gonna be making sure that I do what I gotta do so that my people could eat.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth, because I just feel like why fiend to be in that space when they don't even respect you, they don't even accept you, you know what I'm saying? So I just hope that justice is served for her. I really hope that they put that, because why he had to shoot her four times, I don't know.
In the chest.
I don't know.
I looked at the video.
And don't look at the video if you're like
Yeah, I could look
sensitive.
at I could, you know.
But yeah, so as it relates to this, I feel like it's a draining topic for me because I'm just not.
Just tired because you use so
I'm
much
tired.
energy as it is.
Yeah, girl. Like, when can we take a break? Like,
And did you know that Dante? So George Floyd.
Yeah, I heard that.
Girlfriend was his teacher.
Yes, isn't it crazy?
Connection.
Yeah,
It's just like, what is?
it's just so crazy because I think about my family members. I think about all this stuff, and I'm just like, God, just protect them, because
That's it.
I don't ever want to be holding up.
Oh my God, I don't want to think about
say
it.
her name or say his name, and
Yeah.
it be one of my people. Like, I'll lose it.
Becoming another hashtag.
My chest
So
already
many
palpitating
hashtags
thinking about
have
it.
gone around this year alone.
Yeah,
So many hashtags.
and it's only April. Like, can you believe it? And my whole problem is, let's go back to January 6th when they stormed the Capitol. Why couldn't they let shots fly off over there? My son was sitting in Nancy Pelosi's desk. He had time off for bail. Like, these are things that happen with America. Like, white people get looked on as, they're not threatening, but the Black Lives Matter protests, we're so violent. Mind you, people have their hands up. They're still getting arrested. And so
I think we will not be intimidated. We won't seem intimidating unless we are in the field picking cottons again.
and that,
Because
and
that's the
even
only,
then we still
that's
intimidating.
the only time that it seems like they had us on quote unquote under submission.
Did you hear? And there was this video of these two cops talking. That's another reason why I'm just over the whole.
What were they
thing.
saying?
They was talking about how, well, let me put on my accent.
Oh, he from the South.
Yeah, he was from the South.
Where?
He's
Where?
like, well, we gave them food. These black niggers are complaining because we gave them food and shelter. It sounds like a damn good job to me. Trying to justify slavery. Like, sir, you lost your job.
Where in the
He's
South?
from the South. I don't even remember. I saw this video like 2 months ago.
God.
He's like, they got a good job. They got some shelter. They got clothes. It sounds like a good job to me. Like, you're justifying slavery, dude. Pause. But that's why I said, you go down them sides. You got to know what you're getting into. Those cops need proper training. Let's start there. If you a cop and you in the force, I salute you. But I also want you to stand up, sign some petitions in your local precinct, and get it on the move, because we cannot be sitting here and allowing, especially if you're black, because when you take off that outfit, the army sergeant still got pulled over.
Pepper sprayed in his eye,
and he was black, and he was a lieutenant. Sorry.
Sure.
He's and now he's suing. It doesn't matter what position you have in America, they still view you
I would
as
sue
black.
the whole of America. I would sue their ancestors. I
Uncle
will go
Sam,
back and pick up George Washington and sue him.
Pick him up.
I'm digging that grave and I'm suing him.
Pick him up.
Everybody getting sued.
And get Abe Lincoln in his hat.
Okay.
Everybody getting sued. You feel me? Uncle Sam be coming for you. And that's just on period. Because how you have a position like that, you're literally serving your country and your country is not serving you. This is crazy.
I seen this guy who made a comment like that. He said, when I'm fighting for my country, I'm a good citizen.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm fighting for my people, I'm a hood.
Yeah.
I'm a gangster.
What? Like, that's good. I didn't even see that post.
Yeah. Then he was like, he was on the news and he was cussing, and the lady was like, no, man. He was like, nah, I'm not doing none of that. He was tired. He was tired. He said, when I'm fighting for my country, I'm a good citizen. They applauded me.
Right.
But when you fighting and you standing up, oh, you're rebelling, you're coming against America.
Please,
boy,
save it. I'm just
give me
over
my
it.
stimulus checks and let me save that up, please.
Please cut the check.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And
Y'all
let's
not
keep it
even good for a
pushing.
good consistent stimulus anyway. I'm about to go right to Australia or so one of them foreign countries because they going
They gonna take care of their people.
they gonna give me
Not
health
in
care
the
and
United
everything
States of America.
for
And
free.
honestly, it's been so long that we've been dealing with racism.
So
I've had so much
long.
racist encounters. Even the fact that I got jumped at Hofstra, that was a racist
Where they
encounter
at?
in itself. And it's just like, I personally feel like if I could go back in time, I would beat them up all again. Honest to Jesus. I'm not lying. Because I mean, I just would. I cannot believe, like, personally, me getting jumped by white and Hispanic women, it was just crazy because the whole encounter was racist from top to bottom. And
I
me
will
looking
pepper
back
spray
on
them in
it,
their nose. Every time they breathe, they
you
burn
know what I'm
it.
saying? Sunshine was
I
in her
was
dorm room.
in my dorm. I
came
think I
back.
was knocked out.
Nah,
I think I was knocked out, and she came knocking on my
I know what you was
door.
doing.
Nah, I wasn't that. Nah,
Yes,
not that
I
night.
came back and I told you the story.
Oh yeah. Oh, but I don't think.
Yeah.
Now, anyway, but let me tell you what happened. I was with this dude, but I don't think that night we was doing anything though.
Okay.
I think we was just talking that night.
Yeah, you was just talking. But I didn't know if you wanted me to say it out loud. That's
No, girl,
okay.
I don't care.
Okay, period.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I came back, told the story. I'm like, good thing you sold in my tracks in tight sunshine because. All right, so if y'all don't know, I got jumped basically because I had
Hofstra.
went to
And if y'all don't know, Hofstra is a white dominant.
and they racist, but I got jumped. Let me tell you, I went to
Racist as hell.
a house party.
Mhm.
A house party with my then boyfriend. Let's not even get
That was
into
what?
that.
That was 4 years ago.
Girl, don't even play me like that. It was a mad long ago. It was like in 2015, 14.
Oh my god.
Don't even play me like that like it's been 4 years, girl.
Ooh.
Taking out the trash.
We're picking up from when the Spanish girl kicking you back
Yeah, with the door.
All right, y'all fiending.
and knocking your trachea.
She ain't knocked me on my trachea. They trying to clown me on this podcast, but I ain't finna have it. I will tell you I made mad mistakes. One thing, I ain't going to no White House party ever again. First of all, I don't even party. But let me finish the story. Mommy had on her red shirt, her black skirt, and her chancletas. And she was banging on the door, like I said. And the music stopped. They was forcing me and my man out. Okay? They was like, all right, y'all got to go. I didn't have no problem with that because I was already heated. Like, who y'all talking to? I got heated, spicy, whatever. So I felt my back. When they was closing the door, it was like, you know, like you hit like in your back. I don't know if you ever got kicked out before, girl, but that's exactly if you was to get kicked out, that's what it would be. Like somebody really stomping you in your back, whatever. That's what got me tight. So now me and Shorty or whatever pushing in the door, and that's when I really started fighting them. And they all jumped me. But I said, you know what? It wasn't even like it was that serious. First of all, I'd left without a scratch, be honest. And I took the vodka bottle, and I was like, I will break it in all of y'all faces. Period.
weak.
I turned Hulk in that mug. And I walked, and then I went and got my McDonald's, and I went to sleep, and that was on everything. But that whole encounter was racist, and I feel like had it been the other way around, had it been a black girl jumping a white girl, it would have black girls jumping out. It would have been looked at as like a whole different thing. They didn't even take me seriously, and then the girl tried to apologize to me, and I
She
just
seen you on campus?
yes, and I looked at her straight in the face, and I walked away because it's like, who are you talking to? You lucky I don't snuff you right now. Like you lucky it's not every time I see you it's on site. And she was telling my boyfriend at the time that like my roommate's manipulating me, and he was a sucker for that. Like how you talk to somebody still after they jump you, girl. That's why we ain't together. Cause he a sucker for that.
You said my roommate was manipulating me?
Yeah, they were manipulative, and I just looked at her and I walked away and I turned on the TV because who are you talking to? You know how they had the lounge on the 12th floor, 13th?
Yeah.
It was in there.
Yeah.
Like, girl, goodbye. I don't have the time. Save your white tears for another day.
Yeah, but what they can get away with, we can't.
We can't get. That's the whole point of the story. What
Yeah.
they can get away, because if had it been me, you, and a couple other black girls jumping on a white girl, she would have been like, "Oh
Yep.
my
Yep.
God,
Yep.
I am feeling like I'm losing my mind right now. Like, I cannot believe that they would even put their hands on me." Like, girl, you put your hands on me first, and you got crazy with me first. Like, why can't black people even fight back? That there's so many parts and pieces to just living in this.
Like, you remember the video,
Color.
like you were talking about the Capitol, when one of them was like, they pepper sprayed me. Remember her? They pepper sprayed her. You don't remember?
What, at the Capitol?
Yes, it was a
Elizabeth
lady.
Knox with the onion in her.
Yes.
She was like, "My name is Elizabeth Knox, and I'm from Fort Worth, Tennessee." And they pepper sprayed
Talking about
me.
they pepper spray
Yeah.
me.
And I was looking at her like, "Good for you, girl." She's like, "What do you mean? We're storming the Capitol. It's a revolution." Like, they literally think that what they're doing is defending the history of America.
Yo.
Where's Donald Trump? Where's
Donald said he coming
Trump?
back in 2020.
Where's Donald Trump? They cancel Christmas on that, but
They said he coming back and running in 2024. He said that's why he's away right now. He's getting his life together.
Oh, hopefully he lives to see then. If not,
Yeah, that man gonna be like
Godspeed.
something. What he think he gonna be running?
but look at Joe.
You
Hold them,
remember when Joe fell up
Hold
the
them.
stairs?
Yo, Joe. Yo.
Oh, you need a accessible at this point.
You need the Hoya lift, from GCD.
Man.
You remember? The Hoya lift.
Joe fell 4 times going up the stairs.
Yo, remember they had, let me do it for you, the Hoya lift.
Yes, he need one of them things.
Remember that they said never do it by yourself?
He need
Before
one
you
of them
drop
things going up them jets. And the crazy thing is, he thought, because Barack had that nice going up the stairs thing. The little skip, right? You know how they do that? They didn't step. They do this little skip
I
up
know,
the stairs.
like I'm
But
swaggy. I'm chill.
Joe missed about 4 flights, 4 stairs, and he just went ba-boom, got up, ba-boom, got up, ba-boom. It was just back to back to back to back.
Back to back to back.
He needed to call them, help me, I can't get up. That he needs to have them on speed dial, because the
What is
next
it
time he go
called?
up on that
Life alert.
life alert,
That's it.
he need a life alert with him.
That's it
Because
right there.
you gotta understand, you're running America, not your household. You understand what I'm saying? This is America.
We need Joe and we need the stimulus checks. That's the only
Come
reason
on,
why
Joe.
we need you right now.
Joe.
We don't know if you're gonna fight for black people.
Listen,
We honestly just didn't want Trump to
I
win.
know a couple people that's really hoping that Joe come through with that citizenship right now. You feel me? So if he don't do that, like, he's going in a nursing home.
Period.
If he don't do that, he's going in a nursing home.
Most of these presidents be
He
corrupt,
gotta
though.
keep his word. My mother is holding on to that thread. She said, Joe going to get us the citizenship. I said, Ma, I'm going to get it for you. Don't worry. He said, no, don't worry. Joe is going to get it. You said it, Joe. Joe about to be gone. What is Joe?
Before Joe get in the casket, Joe.
You think
remember what I said? I don't need nothing. Joe just sign the check. I don't
just
care.
sign the check, Joe.
Just sign the check.
Just sign the
Just
check
pass the
and
law.
direct it to me.
We don't care if you on antibiotics. We don't
Just
care.
make sure you taking your right vitamins and everything that you need on that day, so you can be in your right mind when signing that paper.
Anything for the black people, I'm here for it.
Right.
Everything for anybody else.
And to the black people, stop scamming and getting them PPP loans. That's what I gotta tell y'all. Did you see that black girl that got arrested and she made a GoFundMe talking about the feds caught me scamming for the PPP loans. I need help.
Ask the people.
Made a whole go. You better go scam another PPP loan and pay that first one back. That's what you need to go do.
There was this dude who bought a Bentley with the PPP.
Oh my God.
He in Brooklyn. He scammed $1 million.
He scammed $1 million.
He scammed $1 million and had.
Oh, his girl.
He had a Bentley. They caught him.
He had a Bentley.
Guess why? Because he didn't have a business address. His business address was at your house. If you get in a PPP loan, make sure you have first and foremost a real business address, a mailing address.
He did $1 million. My son said he had 700 employees.
What you should show Sunshine that. What was fire, but that was the post, like when you work hard.
Yeah, when you work hard, God will bless you. In front of Bentley. Don't put God in your foolishness, please. Take him out. Take him out, David. Do not put God in your foolishness. Yo.
I need to see that post, please. Somebody post. I need to see it right now.
Bentley.
These ones that they catching us the jokes.
Yo.
Sunshine, this is the joke part of the PPP though.
Bro.
Fake LLC. And
Right. They make a whole fake LLC and everything.
yeah, this is for like the little scammers. They picked up the big ones first.
Wow.
Brooklyn,
So
it wasn't a mill. 2 mil.
Hey.
2 mil.
This man have become a millionaire.
Millionaire. Do not
Hey.
play. My son said Brooklyn man defrauds PPP of 2 million. Pockets money for Bentley purchase, Feds say. All right. He bought a 200.
I know his girlfriend was living lavishly.
Guess what his name is?
Was
Leon. Leon.
I
even
think it's a Leon.
understand.
Stay away from Leons, y'all.
Leon.
They
Leon
toxic. Lion Leons. You got to stay away
I was
from
going to
them.
say that, but I didn't want him to come and tell me to put the
we-
video down. Because remember last time I had a video? Sunshine put up a video with Leon. The mother called and said, Sunshine speaking about my son
Oh my
bad. Can you take the
God.
video down? And Sunshine took it down. I would have been like,
Your
girl.
son is a cheater. I wasn't getting monetized anyway.
Click. Leon.
I want to see this video.
Said Leon Miles, 51, using the money to buy a 2020 Bentley. I'm going to show you the picture.
Oh my
Continental
God.
for 250,000.
My son said, when God blesses you.
Here is Miles posing with the Bentley in a photo he posted on Instagram.
He probably was leaning back, driving like this. Like,
My son said, old school, new rules. Keep your head up. Somebody says, stay up. Facts. Wow.
yo, I cannot.
Yo, if you want to scam, stay off the internet. Stay off the internet and stop trying to show off on your homies. Stop.
Stay up facts. When are you picking up your Cadillac?
My son had the Cadillac ready. Woo.
Yo, his name was Miles
Yo, let me look
2401.
him up. Let me look him up. Hold on.
No,
Look
you
him-
gotta find
no,
him.
You look him up. Let me get the rest of these
Miles
photos.
24. What is it? Miles 2401.
Yeah. You know, if you got numbers in your Instagram name, you ain't fly. If you got 2 numbers, fine. But 4 numbers, we all know you old,
Miles.
okay? Stay off the internet. My son said old school, new rules.
don't
Keep
think-
your head up.
They
My
probably.
son had it insured and everything. He had the license.
damn.
Oh, account is private.
Private.
Girl, follow him.
He not arrested. He's in prison since he
I
can't
know.
accept it.
You know they be having phones in prison now.
Yeah.
And a 2020 Cadillac Escalade for $100,000. So the lady said, when you come to put the lady put him on blast in the comments. She said, when you coming to pick up your Cadillac, he bought $100,000 Cadillac to park it in front of your Brooklyn apartment. Come
my
on, somebody. He didn't buy a house. He bought a car. This is how
my
people be slow.
God.
At least put your
Let me see if
family.
he has a Facebook. What if he has a Facebook? I'ma find him.
Miles is accused of submitting an application for $1,904,593 in May on behalf of a limited liability company he owns in Brooklyn. He falsely claimed that the company had 50 employees and an average of monthly payroll of $761,838.
How much a monthly?
Woo! $761,838. To support his claim, Miles filed phony personal and business tax forms that were never filed with the IRS, and he reported no taxable income to the IRS and no wages paid to employees during the relevant period. Within days of the funds being deposited in his personal savings account, Miles withdrew hundreds of thousands of dollars, some which say he used to buy vehicles. Court papers say at the time so many were suffering, but Miles was luxurying, and that is the end of that.
Damn, Miles.
Miles. Leon is his name. His last name is Miles. Leon serve your time. Because you did the crime. Okay? Like, that's just what that is.
Now he got to pay that all back.
Yeah. That's crazy, right? Black people do better.
He going to be working.
You know,
to
I'm going to hold
death.
my people accountable. You got to do better. There was mad people who need the people.
Yeah, because I see people having these little messages like, hold on, I'm going to tell you.
Why am I not
Hit me
seeing
up
them?
for your W-2s for your PPPs.
Man,
Hit me up for your W-2s and your
one thing
tax
about this
returns
America, they're going to take their money. All right?
for your PPPs. They said, my ancestors worked for this. I'm going to get this back.
Jesus have mercy. Sunshine, you heard it from Sunshine.
Nah,
Stop scamming.
Nah, seriously.
Stop with the PPP loans, okay?
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing that up on my feed, man.
All right, send me the post when you see them, because I want to see what they're doing. I'm gonna hit one of them up and get.
They
this
be like,
girl
anybody doing PPPs? What?
They trying to scam y'all. They're gonna take your social. They're gonna take your tax ID. They're gonna do
Y'all
all this
stay
stuff
there.
with it. Yeah.
Y'all stay there.
Yeah. If y'all want to get scammed, fine. But they always. This is the problem, though. Kat was telling me that there was this guy who, what is he called? The Wall Street. Is that him? The Wall Street hustler or whatever. Wall Street trapper.
Yeah, we was just actually talking about him.
Yeah, how he was doing the little scams, and some guy was in there. He got $2 million, paid the government $1 million, and he was getting out in 18 months. And you got these little baby scammers that's going to be Miles. He ain't coming out soon. And his family's left to dust, and that Bentley's getting repoed, and the government going to use it to take his side chick out. So, yeah. So that's it. Like, stop scamming. I don't know how we got on this topic, but I feel like Sunshine just delivered somebody who just was about to submit their application.
Yeah.
And don't get scammed by these people
cancel it.
sending you messages to do it in your email.
Yeah.
She wouldn't pull a Leon.
Nah, I can't.
My
Nah.
son Leon.
That's crazy.
Leon got the $2 million. That's crazy, right?
Mm.
But I have a question for you. Do you feel like if Leon was white, there we go.
You know what's funny about the
These white people was getting away with it.
They was?
I haven't heard a white person who scammed.
Nah, but they was
There probably
scamming.
was a white person scamming.
There was mad white people was doing it. But guess where Leon messed up? Because I'm sure there was black people who was scamming the people.
That said $761 a
Leon
month.
bought the Bentley. Now, Leon, you know you from Brooklyn,
From
where they
Brooklyn.
shot Biggie. You can't buy the Bentley and park it outside your apartment. Like, you cannot do that. So, Leon, you did what he said. What I said. Do the time because you did the
Crime.
yes, Leon. So prayers up for you. I hope you got
Prayers up.
hope you got a good, nice girl sending you pictures in the penitentiary.
My son gonna be
I hope you got somebody giving you money in your commissary.
You know
them jail photos be looking bad.
Things be looking like you taking a Polaroid.
I'm sorry. Those jail photos be getting me tight. I saw this
I'm
one girl.
weak.
I'm sorry. We gonna end this podcast because we've been rambling. But I saw this one girl post a boyfriend. Sorry, God. He was getting out in 5 years. She went to visit him. I was like, is this photo from like 1931?
Bruh.
Like,
They still using them. You know the
I be weak when they have on the Jordans in jail. Like,
ones you gotta wash
how
out.
you still trying to be fly in jail? Help me understand. Help me
They're crazy.
understand. Yeah. I also want to say, as we're talking about black people, I want to release everyone black who was locked up on these petty marijuana charges. Let's get them out in the community
Right.
again. And I'm talking about my black people now.
They gonna file with a LLC this time.
Yeah. Well, what else
now
would
it's legal.
what would you? But that's a fact. Why is it that there's more? The white people have more herb businesses, but there's more black people locked up.
When we went out of state, bro, we went to mad well, we drove with Bradley,
Mm-hmm.
and Bradley was going to mad weed stores,
Yeah.
and we like we never seen this before.
Yeah.
Like CBD stores and stuff like that. That ain't in New York.
Yeah, but guess what? Let's set them free. Because now they locked up for these little ounces, 10 years. Come on, let them go and let them be home with their family. Let them get their life together and take them out of jail.
Facts.
What
I
else?
wonder if they're going to do that. You think they're going to do that?
We'll see. Because I'm just
I have
making
no
my
faith in
request
America. When I
known.
tell you no faith in America, I mean no faith. in America.
Yeah. What would you like to see done for the Black community this week? For our community, I would like to see you support Graham Catering. That's what I would like to see too. What else would you like to see?
Sign up for TCMI.
Sign up for TCMI. I was gonna say that. You know, I want to toot my own horn. TCMI. Everyone can play. What else? What else would you like to see done?
If you're trying to be the next Stevie Wonder, if you're trying to be the next James Brown,
not James Brown. Get up off of that thing. Not James Brown, who was
my son was sniffs.
But
yeah, you know where to go.
This is a man's world. What else would you like to see for the Black community as we close, as we're winding down?
I want to see more outlets that help. You see how they're giving out these little food stamps?
Yeah.
They need to give out therapists and stuff like that. They
I
need to
agree.
implant therapists and stuff like that in the community.
Yeah. You got the waiver for your house, but you need the waiver for your mind.
Right.
Amen.
Right. They got waivers for groceries, but
Yeah.
they mental health.
You eating.
Stuff that helps progress,
Helps you progress. Yeah, I agree.
That's what I want.
You could be good in your body, but what's better than being good in your body is being good in your mind.
Up here.
Amen.
That's a fact.
So we're praying that, we see some change. And if you don't see change right away, that's fine. But make sure that you be a part of that change.
Be the change you want to see.
Yeah. And rest in peace to all the lives lost.
Yes.
Although
the
George
lives
Flloyd
lost
is resting and this man, the white officer who shot him, I ain't going to say his name again on my platform.
Rest in peace to him, too, because he
Yeah.
done.
Done for.
Where he going? He done.
Fendi Brinks on.
They better keep him in isolation because if he get out in the public, he
gonna have to do a limo service. But
he ain't gonna be stumping on nobody's neck no more. I tell you that.
Yeah, I know.
And he better not drop that soap.
What's the advice you have for him?
Don't drop the soap. Don't drop the soap.
Whatever you do.
We know you like to stoop low like that, you know what I'm saying?
We know.
But don't drop that
That's
soap.
a good one, Sunshine. You came right for his body.
Yeah, don't drop it, bro.
Yeah. Or he could drop it. He could stoop a little low for it. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna come up high with something else. And on that note, we want to end this podcast.
I want to give a little ASMR real quick.
I drank all my juice, so I can't do it. Hold on. So we're gonna end this podcast.
Yeah.
I hope that you guys enjoy. We're clacking our nails right now.
Yes. Hope you guys come in for the next podcast.
Yo, I hate ASMR.
I love ASMR.
Yes. So we're gonna end this podcast. We just want to thank you for tuning in. Rest in peace to all the lives lost. And follow us on Instagram. I'm putting my handle right here. SHARLENEEEE _ and
I am Sunshine Campbell
right here, and follow us on the Night School platform, which is Night School Pod. Okay, and then email us if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, and you want to come into our guidance counseling session next week.
If you want to come to room 101,
come through.
Let us know.
Come through, and we'll show you what to do. Oh, I'm about to end this with a rap because I started with it, and just like that, when I do hit the, I'm Shar.
You have to now. You got to beatbox
right.
when I'm saying.
1, 2, 3. I'm Shar.
I'm Sunny.
All right, we gonna get this. 1, 2, 3. I'm Shar. Wait. We gonna get it right.
What's up? All right.
1, 2, 3. I'm Shar.
I'm Sunny.
And this is the end of the Night School
podcast. You get the gist.
You get the gist. Class is what?
Dismissed.
Class is what? Dismissed. Okay.